Hello, this video is a response to a comment made by Schmeckelboy, nice name by the way, on my previous video about building a PC for music production. He basically asked me if I would change any of my recommendation in 2026 compared to the build I suggested last year. Well, my friend, the answer is yes, but probably not in the way you expect. This is gonna be a pretty short video because there is one big reason building a music production PC or whatever kind of PC in 2026 is a bit of a mess. And that's because hardware prices are absolutely insane. The latest CPUs are incredibly powerful and their performance is amazing. But for music production, in my opinion, they're simply not worth the price. Unless you are working with extremely complex sessions with hundreds of tracks or massive orchestral templates and really heavy sound design. Modern high-end CPUs are a complete overkill, in my opinion. Audio processing hasn't changed that much compared to much more intensive tasks like video editing or 3D renderings and the latest and greatest AI stuff, alright? And sure, we are starting to see new plugins that are using neural networks and AI stuff, you know, but a high-end studio PC from 5, even 10 years ago actually, can still handle the majority of audio-related works like recording, mixing, mastering, and anything music production related. The real elephant in the room is pricing, because today mid-range CPU paired with 16 gigs of RAM can easily go over 400 euros or dollars. And that's before buying motherboard, storage, the case, power supply, and all the other components that you're going to need to have a working PC. So what would I recommend today in 2026? Well, for me and my band, we are building a music production studio. We are going to buy a Mac Mini M4. And this is going to be my first ever Apple product in 34 years. Because right now, a slight used Mac Mini can cost you 400 euros. So basically the cost of a CPU and RAM, and not even that much RAM, all right? 16 gigs, so it's the same amount of RAM. Yeah. And in terms of price to performance, I mean, you have a working computer that is pretty good, or 2 components. And for recording live bands and mixing, you know, editing session and the majority of audio-related works, it's more than powerful enough. It's tiny, it's silent, it's incredibly power efficient. So for our tasks, we're gonna do everything basically with no issues for like 20 watts of power. And I know this isn't the answer that PC enthusiasts like me want to hear, but if your goal is to make music and not building the most powerful machine ever built, the value is hard to ignore for sure. Now, if you're using a lot of orchestral VSTs, you'll probably need more RAM, but the price difference right now is the same. Like if you're buying 64 gigs of RAM for your PC, it's kind of the same price of building a 64 gigs extra RAM for your Mac. So it doesn't make any sense right now. But even then, you can still freeze tracks and render as you go. So you can still use 16 gigs of RAM with no issues. Those workflows have existed for years and they are still pretty valid. So do you really need to spend twice as much as the bare minimum for a high-end PC? Personally, I don't think so. I won't do it myself, so I won't suggest you something that I won't do, and that's my opinion in 2026. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I don't know, like, have PC prices change your plans? Are you still going to stick with Windows for your workflows and because you're used to, like me? I've never used a MacBook before, nor an Apple product, so it's gonna be a learning curve for sure. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another one. Bye-bye.